On this problem, to find all the real solutions, we need to get cosine of 2x by itself. So to get this guy by itself, we need to get rid of that 6. 6 is being multiplied, so I'll divide both sides by 6, which gives me cosine of 2x equals negative 3 divided by 6, that's negative 1/2. And then I take the cosine inverse of both sides. This side I just get 2x out because the cosine inverse will cancel the cosine. And on the right, I get cosine inverse of negative 1/2, which is, I look at my unit circle and I see that it's 3 pi over 2 is the cosine inverse. Oops, sorry. 2 pi over 3. And I also know, so for all real solutions, I want to look beyond just the inverse and think about the whole unit circle. And so that means 2x could also be 4 pi over 3. Okay, fix that a little. There we go. And that gives us all the solutions within on the unit circle, but I want to do all real solutions, so that means I need to add how often is that repeating. Cosine repeats every 2 pi. So any multiple of 2 pi, which is written as 2 pi k. K is an integer, it could be positive or negative, so it's adding or subtracting any multiple of 2 pi. Okay, but this is a solution for 2x, and I want the solution for x. So now I need to divide everything by 2. So I will divide, and you got to do this to each term. So divide that term by 2, and to divide the right side by 2, it's the same as dividing each individual term by 2. So that is the same as this and this. So big division bar here. So on the left, I get x, and on the right, I get 2 pi divided by 3. So let me show you kind of what that looks like. 2 pi divided by 3. I'm sorry, 2 pi thirds divided by 2 is the same as times 1/2, which gives me 2 pi over 6, or pi over 3. And I have to do that to this term also. So that 2 pi over k becomes just pi k. So any multiple of pi. Now do the same thing to my other solution. Divide each piece by 2. Divide that by 2, and divide this whole side by 2. And I get x on the left, and on the right, 4 pi divided by 3 divided by 2 is going to give me 4 pi over 6. And 2 pi k is going to give me, divided by 2, is going to give me pi k. And then I can reduce that to 2 pi thirds plus pi k. So there is my final solution. 2 possible solutions for x.